Hello everyone, today I'm going to look at one of my all-time favourite games, Ave Caesar by Ravensburger. Now, you can probably see just from looking at this that this is a well-used game, and in fact it was published in 1989. It's older than quite a lot of the people that have played it, but not me unfortunately. So, let's see what's in the box. Okay, well you can see just looking at the front that there's a very atmospheric picture of some chariot races. I'm not sure how realistic that is, but I'm sure they've done a good job there. The game itself, though, is very basic. We've got the rules in German. I don't even think I have a copy of the rules in English anymore. We've got the board, which is double-sided. Okay, one side is designed for 3 or 4 players. Okay, the other side is designed for 5 or 6 players. Now, if you're like me and you like a really cutthroat game, we tend to play on the 3-4 player side anyway, because it's harder, it's tougher for players to get past each other, and there's more opportunities for blocking. And really, that's what the game's about. It's about blocking your opponents, it's about stopping them having their go, it's about making them go around the outside of these corners. If you see, there's more spaces on the outside than there are on the inside, and generally it's just about screwing your opponents over. Really, the game is just a lot of fun. To be honest, a lot of the time we don't care who wins or loses. All we care about is how much time we spent stopping everybody else. Okay, but you can see the map. There's 2 tracks. There's a blue track, and starting here there's a white track. Generally what we do is we play 4 games. We clockwise on the white track, anti-clockwise on the white track, clockwise on the blue track, and anti-clockwise on the blue track. Okay, so how do you play? Well, the pieces for 1 player are a pack of cards, numbered 1 to 6, 4 of each number. Okay, a chariot. Okay, and these are really quite pretty little pieces, and a coin. It's a 3-lap race. You play a card and you move that number of pieces. So you're probably thinking, well, that sounds really dull. Some special things. First of all, you can't play 6 if you're in the lead, which can often lead to problems. Secondly, if you can go, you must go. So even if you've got to go around the outside of one of these longer corners, then you have to play. And that's a frequent source of stopping people actually completing the game. Okay, so we take an example here. On the inside it's only a 2, on the outside it's 3. Thirdly, if you're blocked, you can't go. And movement is done sequentially around the board. So if there's 6 of you, you just go clockwise around the board. Doesn't matter who is in the lead, who's at the back. It's very important to be able to plan exactly how you're going to stop your opponents moving. It's possible, in fact, we had this the other day, where somebody can go first turn, get to the first corner, not quite make it, and then spend the rest of the game stuck there. Well, certainly the next 5 turns anyway, stuck there. Like I say, there's 3 laps. If you notice, there's a little pit lane there. At the end of the first or the second lap, you have to go into that pit lane, stop in the pit lane and say Ave Caesar. Okay, and when you say Ave Caesar, you have to give your coin to Caesar. Okay? The number of times we've had people, especially when they've had a couple of drinks, forget to Ave, people have blocked the Ave track, people have gone to the other end of the Ave track so people can't get out again. All these sort of things. It's basically a lot of fun. It's a simple game. It only takes 15-20 minutes to have a game, depending on how many players there are. It's a lot more tactical than you might think. You might think, well, you don't really have a lot of choice in the matter, but you do, and you have to plan ahead to see what you're going to do. So you can't just play a random card. You will not win. Okay? It's one of those games that is a lot more than the sum of its parts. It's got nice pieces, but not fantastic. It's got a nice board, but not amazing. It's got a very seemingly basic set of rules, but in fact, it's probably my favourite game of all time. I've literally played this game thousands of times, and every time we play it, we have fun. We played it the other weekend, had one guy, went in the Ave track, forgot to Ave. Okay? We never told him, so next turn he comes out, and then we all laughed ourselves silly, knowing that he'd forgotten to Ave, at which point, of course, he got a bit annoyed. But that's all part of the game. I know it probably sounds strange why I'm going on about this one. The newer version isn't quite the same as this. I don't think it's quite as pretty, but it's still a very good game, and the tracks are actually, if anything, better, if a little bit easier. But if you can pick up a copy of Ave Caesar, I would highly recommend it. I think if you take it in the spirit to which it's intended, you're going to have a lot of fun. I hope you've enjoyed seeing what's inside the box, and thanks very much for watching.